interactive. English go, 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 learning together.
Oops, okay.
English fun and grow, words and
3
grammar.
minutes.
Easy to master.
3 minutes.
Listening, speaking, reading, writing, no problem. Super interactive. English go, 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 learning together. English fun and grow, words and grammar. Easy to master. Listening, speaking, reading, writing, no problem.
Right. Welcome back, everyone, to Super Interactive English. This is teacher Agatha. Today is Saturday, 18th of July, 2026. Right, and this one is B1 class, yeah, right? So we are going to have this question, reflective writing. Right, let's wait. So the question is writing a reflective piece about a challenge you face and how it helped you grow as a person. So I will show some video first, okay, while waiting for the students. Okay, so these are the material we're going to have. Okay, and then we'll come back to that later. Okay, let's move on to the video first. Hang on, how to write a reflective writing. Okay. Save that. Right, so as this one is someone else's video, so we cannot have the whole thing, right? So hang on, let me just...
Training a mind at work is tough, and no rubric can measure it.
Okay, this is
However,
how to
when a
write
writer takes her
reflective writing.
experiences and curiosities
Waiting for the
and blends those
students
insights
to
with the
come
readings
in.
of great thinkers, ideas blossom.
Right, so attendance for today,
Writing
it will
becomes
be...
emboldened, playful, and creative. A great reflection is not just the
Frederick,
unfolding of ideas, but a peek into what a person
J.U.,
truly thinks, an unveiling of what has been brewing in one's mind.
Washington,
The ability
Lucas,
to
yeah.
reflect through
Okay,
writing,
that's for
to
today.
synthesize or bring together what we have seen, read, and
So this
discussed in
one
our life,
is
you know where you're
how to
going.
do reflective
Ideas for
writing.
movies.
Okay,
Ideas
that's a
requires
lot
the
of
writer
drawing,
to take a
I
chance,
should
to
say.
aim and throw darts at the board
Okay.
and hope one sticks. Maybe an idea is a dead end. Maybe it is genius. Who
Reflective
knows?
essay.
Just right. Most ideas will be bad, but
In this video, I'll walk you through how to write a reflective essay and
So
provide you...
yeah, so we might be having this one actually. Yeah, so what was that? So hang on, we're going into that. High quality effective essay, right? Okay. We will also go through some ideas of what are the things that make people learn about themselves, all right? Okay, I'm wondering why they're not in yet. Maybe hang on yet. Okay, students coming. Good morning, good morning. Hello, Huaxian. Good morning. Right, so I'm going through some information. Let me just reshare. Maybe you can't see this one. Let me just reshare. So we're actually looking into okay, let me just show you the slide first so that you know what are we doing today. So I have already run the this part, yeah, and then we're actually going through straight to the reflective writing. Okay, right. Okay, so questions for today will be, write a reflective piece about a challenge you faced and how it helped you to grow as a person. So this could be anything, yeah, so, but it will be something that impact your life. It's a challenge, yeah, one particular challenge that is struck hard to you, right? So you will feel difficulty, you will feel misery, you will feel hardship. But once you go through it, you learn and you become a better person. Hello, Yu. Good morning. Yeah, good morning, everyone. I have already run through the song today, so that's good. We have reflective writing. And I'm pretty excited because I'm going to show you my time when I was in New Zealand, right? So I believe maybe some of you, once you finish your school, you might want to go overseas to study, right? So this will be a good challenge. It's a big challenge. It will change your life. It will make you a better person, all right? But before that, if like it's not happened yet, it's not happened yet to you, okay? It may be just an idea at this moment, but you will have something else that you had gone through. Okay, so that could be as small as a competition, an exam, okay, or a hands-on something, all right, or a particular moment on the stage, all right, or maybe you were put into an interview, okay, for something. So the interview could be for scholarship. Yeah, some people go for big school, and it will be good for you if you are able to go through and get their scholarship, but they will want to have an audience with you. They will ask you things, you have to explain with them. So this is, you will feel very nervous and you have to explain why. So this is that a challenge, yeah. So it could be also anything else. If let's say you have particular fear, you fear of heights, for example, and then one day the parents ask you to take you for a holiday, and then you went somewhere where there is a place is very high, and then you have to go through it. Okay, it's a big challenge, and once you finish with it, you actually learn something. You actually grow, you become better, right? So that is what it is. Okay, so we are going to see this reflective writing first. Okay, so what is reflective writing? Reflect means that you think of something that already happened to you. Okay, you reflect, you think. What are the challenges that I had gone through? What are the things that makes me better? Okay, yeah. So let's try that. Let me just reshare again one more time. Sorry. So I will show you this one. Yeah, so this is how to make reflect writing essay.
You the guide on what to write in every single paragraph of your reflective essay. We're
So
following the
there's an
reflective essay
introduction.
template you can see on the screen right now.
There's
You can
what
download
is
that for
it
yourself
about,
in the
to
description.
where,
Here are
when,
3
what
things that
time.
you probably will need to do in order to write a high quality reflective essay and
Yeah, so it reflected, it will think about, okay, it will tell a story of your experience, or is it an event, or is just a concept. Concept means it's not happened yet, okay? You just think of something and you want to do that, but you're scared probably. And then now, after you see someone doing it, and then you say, oh, actually I can do it. Then it demonstrates how the experience lead to further learning in the future. So you will want to try again, right? Provides connection to theories, literature, how you apply theory, practice, and so on and so forth, right?
get
Again,
as high a grade as possible. Thirdly,
okay.
especially in a university level, we would want to provide connections to theories or literature to demonstrate how we're applying the theory text, but ask your teacher. Different teachers have different opinions on that. I would say about 80% of teachers would say yes.
Right. So reflect means it's your own experience, isn't it? So most of the time you will use first person. Yeah. So you use I, right? I went to, I did this and all that. Okay, what happened here? Right. So introduction, yeah, we'll introduce the event, demonstrate why the event is important. So you describe, you tell, yeah, what is it about? Introduce the key learning. What is it that you, what are the challenges first? Okay, the challenges is the one that's become a learning. For example, if it's speaking in front of the public, right? So the challenges will be you have to is nervous, okay? Number one is nervous. Number two, probably your preparation itself. Is everything done? Or is there anything forgotten? Or is there anything you just last minute realize is wrong? Right. So how are you going to handle that? Then from there, you learn. I have to prepare better next time, right? Okay, next. Yeah. So it could be experience. Yeah. So work experience, it doesn't have to be really in that sense you go to work, right? See, it could be something that you did during, okay, we call it summer holiday, but it's actually over here, probably mid-year holiday, right? So the big holiday from school, and then you were given a chance to go somewhere, and then you work there in a way, okay? So for example, you went for a holiday farm. So in the farm itself, you're actually working. Yeah. So you learn how the farm works, how the farmers do this thing, how they do these things, and then you grow as a person. Okay. Yeah. Okay, someone else in. Okay, what else? Yeah, I think that's all. Next, I want to show you. Okay, hang on. Give me a minute. Now I'm going to tell you I went to New Zealand to get my master. So I'm going to show you. This is the university I
What if you
went.
could make a
Okay,
song
hang on.
using only your voice? Let's start with the drums.
Okay, hang on. Let this one pass. Yeah, so it's called Victoria University of Wellington. Yeah, so I went there to study Master of Education, and I spent 5 years in New Zealand. Okay, 3 years in Wellington and 2 years in Auckland. This is the common campus. Yeah, so many international students. So many. It's already upgraded now. Immersed in it. Okay, so coffee. Everyone is wearing black, and then they all walk on the left hand side, and then every morning all the coffee shops are full. That's Wellington. Okay, if you ever heard of blacks, that's very famous New Zealand club, right? This one that from the downtown. This one is the installation of the lights. This is the second campus. graduation. Yeah, it's always here. So, is this Cuba Street? This one are the buckets. So that's too fast. So it's not just you go there to study, but actually immersing in another culture. So you need to hear what they say. The way they speak English is a little bit different. Then they using a lot of nasal tone. So instead of chair, for example, they will say cheers, cheers. So I was like, what cheers? Actually growing wiser. Okay, you're actually growing wiser. You become yourself. Yeah, because over
The
there,
future of human longevity.
you need to survive by
starts here.
yourself. Okay,
Introducing the
nobody
Hume
is
Band.
helping you anything. Yeah, no food on the table. Nobody wake you up. Yeah, no one tell you need to complete your assignment, whatever. You need to do it all yourself. Okay, so that is the main thing that you learn. You become self-sufficient. Yeah, self-sufficient. Then you also become what was the word there? You're strong. You are strong. You know, you can fight it because you will face a lot of troubles, and then you are there to fight for yourself. So you will be resilient. That's number 2, resilient. Okay, so let's see. I show you this one a little bit. So whenever they
If you are planning to apply to Victoria University of Wellington, you must meet both academic and English language requirements. For undergraduate admission, international students generally need a recognized secondary school qualification or at least 1 year of university study. Most bachelor's programs require an overall score of 6.0 in IELTS with no band below 5.5. Some programs, such as teaching and midwifery, require higher English scores. The university does not normally require GRE or GMAT for postgraduate study. Program details. The university offers more than 280 undergraduate and postgraduate programs and creative arts. Students can usually choose from 3 intakes each year, February, July, and November, and most bachelor's degrees take 3 years to complete.
Take the bus a lot.
Tuition and total cost. Tuition fees depend on the program you choose. For international students, undergraduate tuition is usually around 33,000 New Zealand dollars per year, while many postgraduate programs cost around 45,000 New Zealand dollars per year. In addition to tuition, you should budget for accommodation, food, transport, insurance, and personal expenses. Living in Wellington can cost around 22,000 New Zealand dollars or more per year. Scholarship opportunities. International students can apply for several scholarships. One of the most popular is the Tongarewa Scholarship, which offers 5,000 or 10,000 New Zealand dollars towards tuition fees. PhD students may also apply for the Wellington Doctoral Scholarship, which covers full tuition and tuition deadlines. The major deadlines, so students should check carefully and apply as early as possible. Acceptance rate and competition. Admission to the university is moderately competitive. The university is located in Wellington, the capital city of New Zealand. Wellington is known for being safe, multicultural, and student-friendly, with a strong arts and political culture. The city is also famous for its windy weather and relatively high living costs. Student support. The university provides strong support for international students, including academic advising, counseling, career services, and help with accommodation. There are also many clubs and student organizations that help new students make friends and adjust to university life. Accommodation. First-year international students often stay in university halls of residence.
Show you this one again. Oh, hang on.
Milo? Ni matitonaga Milo.
Not really.
Kinidalang biscuit.
Not really.
For just $67, you can generate as many...
Okay, never mind that. We stop this one first. Later, I'll come back to you again. Yeah. So my purpose of showing you is that you can talk about big challenge in your life, yeah, big challenge that actually really makes you become yourself. Okay, you grow up, you become wiser. Yeah. So now, hang on. This one is slide. Does it work? Can, you can see it, right? Okay. So let's move on to the teaching guide first, okay, as usual, yeah? So you will be able to write a personal reflective piece. So here will be a clear narrative structure. There will be challenge, and then what you do is the response, and then the growth, okay? Your growth, you become a better person. And then emotional honesty, vulnerability. So this is where you actually pour out. Yeah, so for example, right? As international students, you are actually waiting for your parents, okay, to send you money, right? So this one, if you're running out of it before the time, you survive yourself, okay? Seriously, this one is seriously, you survive yourself. So it's either you spend it all on the first 2 weeks, or you actually really budget properly, okay? You will need to count. Is it enough? Yeah. How to make it enough? So you will find, for example, in the it's a weekly farmers market. So that one will cost cheaper than any supermarket, and then you will get material which can last for 1 week. Yeah. So you find all these things to make yourself sufficient enough for the month. Yeah. So this one, sophisticated. Yeah. So what I want to say is the honesty and vulnerability means you really feel it, you know, you feel you have your problems. You feel it in your bone. You really don't have, you're really stranded. No one is coming to help. All right. You have to survive. Yeah. Insightful explanation of personal development. So what is it that inside you speak to you? Yeah. Personal development. Because of this experience, I become stronger. I become a better person. Yeah, sophisticated vocabulary, varied sentence structure. Okay, so you need to use this to make your story more interesting. Okay, next, reflective writing technique. Just now we go through some of it. Okay, personal growth. Yeah, so this is quite similar. Okay, so the question will be, when did you face something difficult that changed you? When you face something difficult that changed you. Okay, any of you actually 17 years old yet? Not yet, right? Not yet, huh? So maybe when you're 17 years old, you will be getting your first driving license. Yes, okay. That one is something else, something difficult that changed you. Okay, you can actually, if you have brothers, sisters that actually going through that, you could actually also tell that story. Yeah, you can just make it as if it's yours. But if you know, right? If you don't know, definitely it's okay. There's a lot of things to talk about that. Okay, next, sample reflective piece. I will show you later. Yeah. How they grow. Yeah, you need to show how they grow. So definitely, what is the challenge? What is it? How the person handle that? Okay, and then what is it that you learn? Yeah. Okay, next. What difficulty did I face? How did I feel? Yeah. So you share honestly. Feel scared. Feel trembling, feel out of wits. Okay, nothing. It's empty. Everything I've done, everything, but it's still there. How to go through it? So what changed my approach? So then I come up with another way of handling it. How am I different now? So after go through that challenge, what is it that I learned now? What did I learn about myself? Okay. Okay, I think this one. Right. Let's go on to vocabulary. Oh yeah, I need to get your attendance, yeah? Okay, so please read first by yourself. Let me just take your attendance. Okay, they'll be asking me. Okay, hang on now. Give me a minute. Okay, there we go. Attendance 15th July. Right. Okay, any questions about this vocabulary? Washian, any question? Jie, any questions about this vocabulary? Lucas? Okay, this roughly, yeah, roughly, these are the things that you may need to mention. All right, so next. As usual, we have some idea builder. What kinds of challenges lead to personal growth? So you need to, again, think of something that you had gone through. Yeah, so far, what are the things that you had gone through? So it could be anything. For example, you learn something new. Maybe learning to play skate, roller skate, or ice skating. Yeah, some of you maybe, right? The first time learning that, you've been watching people on movie or somewhere else, or you've been going to the ice skating rink and then you saw, wow, so great, so I want to learn, right? But by the time you learn yourself, you find, wow, it's not as easy as I thought, isn't it? And then so that one you can mention it in detail. Probably the problem may be balancing, right? The strength or the feet, okay, and following instruction. All right. Maybe the cold itself, maybe, right? So these ones can be the challenge. So you pick one which is special to you, which you feel, you feel problems, and then afterwards you go through it, you handle it, and then you grow. Okay, so I think this one I'll give you the sample answer. Can I ask Huashen? Huashen, can you read question 1, please?
What kinds of challenges lead to personal growth? Academic struggles, friendship conflicts, family changes, health issue, failure, moving school.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. So even failure itself, yeah, that means, for example, you went through some contest and then you have prepared, but it's not fully prepared, or you've just done it the first time in your life. So it's failed, okay? But from that failed, you actually learn. I actually can do it. Next time, if there's another chance of going into this kind of contest, I'll be able to do it. Okay? Moving schools is another thing. Yeah. So if you find it difficult, and then only you talk. If you find it easy, don't. Okay, next. How can you show growth instead of just stating it? Okay, Jie, please read.
Before I avoided difficult conversations, now I address problem directly versus I grew up.
Okay. So this one is just particular thing. Yeah, for example, okay, this is For example, difficult conversations. So you have difficulty in making friends or difficulty in facing new people. So this is what you learn, okay? Now you can address and then you grow up. Okay, next. So this one versus here, you don't just say, I grew up. I grew up in what sense? I become wiser in what sense? You describe. Okay, this is what it means. Yeah. Okay, next, Lucas, question 3. Lucas, try. Question 3.
Why is it important to be honest about your initial struggles? It makes growth more meaningful and relatable.
Okay, so here means that you really tell what you feel about that trouble. You really, really tell. Okay, so for example, right? When the first day I moved to New Zealand, right? The thing that struck me was it was really quiet. You know, by 6 p.m., everything closed. I mean, over there it's already considered 8, but you know, it's everything closed. You know, those shops, nothing. It's so quiet. Even cars also don't pass by anymore. Funny, isn't it? And it's like, what happened here? Where is it? So you tell, okay? I will say I feel confused. I couldn't sleep. I kept being awake and aware. I was wondering, oh, was it really real? Okay? And then because I fell asleep, and then when I wake up, still no sound. And then I was like, where am I? You know, if I have thought that I just dreaming, but it was actually true. So, you know, be more honest. Okay, question 4, try Huashan again.
How can you connect personal experience to universal themes? My experience taught me that everyone faces setbacks. It's how we respond that defines us.
How we respond defines us. Okay, so not just the bad experience or not just the big challenges, but how we try to handle it. And then you show, yeah, after some time, you actually grow, you change. Okay, next, Ju, again, question 5.
Number 5.
Yes, question 5, yes.
It explains why behind the change, not just what happened.
Okay, so that why, not just what. What is the first one? Yeah, this is what happened. When, who, where, what. Then these are the challenges. This is how I handle it. But before I handle it, this is how I feel. Okay, this is how I feel. Scared. I feel resentment. Okay, why I regretted this decision? Why did I take this challenge? Okay, it's out of my comfort zone. I couldn't do it. And then afterwards, I try to convince myself. I brazen the impact, right? And then I actually go through it. Okay. Okay. Next. Now write up plan. Yeah. So there will be opening. Set the scene. Yeah. Introduce the challenge. You need to make it clear. What is it? Make it clear. Then challenge. You need to describe the difficulty. So the difficulty will actually becomes response. Okay, so for example, the difficulty 2 or 3, okay? 2 or 3 difficulties. And then your response over here is to handle that challenges. Yeah, plus the emotional reaction. So you need to say how you feel. Yeah, then the turning point, Then after you handle all these problems, you have different mindset. Yeah. Shift perspective means your thinking is different. Okay. And then the growth is how you change. Yeah, how you change. Then the last one is like moral study, something like that. So this is the meaning. Connect to broader life lesson. Okay, this one is very common sense. Okay, don't worry too much. You will come up with it. You come up with your difficulty first. How you handle it, you will have idea for this one. Don't worry. Okay. Can I just set you up to write down first, about 5 minutes first? So think about what you're going to describe. Okay. About 5 minutes. Yeah, we try. Take another. Right, please inform me if you need to go outside for anything, away from your devices for anything. Please just inform me. Yeah, so try first this 5 minutes to think of your ideas. If you're not sure how to say it, you can ask me. Yeah, just use the chat room. Right. So I show you this one, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's the other. So this was my batch, okay, when I worked with Victoria Management School. Yeah. So this one, okay, let me just, yeah. Yeah. So this is the place where I actually become the tutor for Management 101 because I took master's program, and then they actually took me to teach the undergraduate studies. So that was the one I think I mentioned before. There was management simulation program with the students. They form companies. Each group are about 10 to 12 people. And then we actually did it together in the big hall. And each group supposed to produce. Yeah, so they really simulate a company, an organization. So there will be the leader, there will be the designer, the one who designed the product, and there will be finance. Okay, so finance is the one handle buying material, make sure the all this there will be workers to do. Okay, so the finance will count. They have to pay the workers. Okay, and then the group of the workers who's actually really doing the assembling job, and then at the end of it there will be QC, quality control officer, who really actually testing the product, and then there will be marketing. Yeah, so the one who's actually selling, and then the teachers are becoming the buyers, and then they really check which group has actually come up with the best product. You still remember I told you about that? And what was the product? The product was a paperback. Okay, it's a paperback, seriously. So it was fun, but it was really big challenge. And then you need to organize. These are native Westerners. Okay, mostly because it's undergraduate. So the undergraduates, depending on the studies itself. But for this management, I don't know why my particular lot, so this is called, it's about 90% all Westerners. So yeah, it's really different. The way they think, the way they actually stand up to you, they actually ask you, they don't think that teacher or lecturer is above them. They never think of that. They only think that we have more knowledge. We know something that they don't know. So they talk to you like your friend. It's really different. So you need to really relate to yourself. Think of what you have done, what you have gone through. Yeah, of course, I'm just sharing what I have done. But if you can you just write down maybe in the chat room here, okay? What is the thing that is in your mind? What stories you're gonna tell, okay? What event or experience or challenges you are going to tell, okay? Can you just write down over here? So if let's say you give me your idea, I can give you the words. I can give you help on how to make it into a big whole picture, okay? To fit in this reflective piece of writing. Okay, about 2 more minutes. Come. About 2 more minutes. Question, maybe you can tell me what is in your mind. What event, experience, challenge you think you're going to write down in this reflective piece? Yeah, so it could be sport. Yeah, you learn something new, or you went for competition for that particular sport, or it could be your hobby. Okay, the one that you've been doing, but you haven't had the courage to go through some competition, probably. Yeah. And then one day the teacher asks you to go to competition, and then you finally face the difficult challenge of facing the other competitors. How? And then once you finish going through this competition, you become a better person. So you're not only able to do whatever skill that you're doing, but you also have that courage. You have the discernment. You know how to go through a competition. Yeah, even though let's say it's number 2, or even though you are fail, okay, it's a good learning experience. Okay, anything else maybe? Well, they give you even a smallest idea of making new friends. Okay, so probably you just move to a new school, and then you know no one there, and you are naturally introverted person. Okay, you are not someone who's loud and speak to other people. Okay, what happened there? Okay, anyway. Shh, try. Okay, so this becomes a challenge for you, okay, to make new friends. And then so you come up with some points. Okay, what are the things that is a challenge for you, even though it's just making new friends? Yeah, making new friends is the big idea. And then 2 or 3 points how to do it. Let's say how to come up with the topic to start the conversation. And then how to maintain. Yeah, maybe they are okay. They can say hi, and then they bye, and then that's all, right? How to maintain. So you need to be more open. You can invite them to your house. You can invite them to chat in using devices, right? And you can also make plans to go out with them, right? Or you study together. Yeah. That's the second one. Next, because he's a new friend, right? You don't know how. No, you don't know what character they are actually. So maybe they are the one who like loud music, like to go out sport, those that you don't like, right? So how to have a middle ground, yeah, in order for you two to still become good friends, but even though you don't share similarities in interests, right? So you say you could be, okay, I will follow you to watch football, for example, but I want you to also follow me to do these things, okay? So then we will become friends. Can, isn't it? So this one is how to this is the challenge, and then this is how you handle it. Okay? You need to make it your own. Okay, Jie, any questions? Have you come up with the thing? What is the challenge? Lucas, what is the challenge? Okay, so I think I will show you some example. Right. Jie, can you read, please? Opening.
Opening set the scene plus introduce challenge. When I failed my first major exam, I felt like my entire identity have crumbled.
Continue. Challenge. Continue.
Challenge describe the specific difficulty. For weeks, I studied obsessively.
Obsessively.
Suffer,
Sacrificing.
sacrificing sleep and social life for perfection.
Okay, continue.
Intel response, show emotion reaction. The red F glare from the page, and tear blur my vision. I wanted to hide forever.
Okay. Right, Lucas, please read the next one. Turning point. Oh, okay, hang on.
Turning point. What shifted your perspective? My teacher said gently, failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of it.
Continue.
Growth. Explain how you changed. I learned to study smarter, not harder, and discovered that asking for help isn't weakness, it's wisdom.
Continue, finish it.
Connect to broader life lesson. That F taught me more than any A ever could. True strength lies in resilience, not perfection.
Okay, thank you. So everyone, this can be as simple as an exam. Yeah, it's true. But I hope not all of you talking about exams. Okay, please, not all of you. Okay, yes, exam is a major challenge. And then it doesn't have to be a failed exam. Okay, it could be let's say you have studied hard, right? You prepared so much, but somehow because of the nerve, because of too much stress, and then just simply tired, you actually fall sick during the exam. Oh dear, right now. So then what happened is you have to go to the second exam. Yeah, because you need to replace this sick time, right? And then it becomes even more nervous because less people there. Okay, probably 1 or 2 students only, those who fell sick during that exam, right or not? So this become extra challenge. But then you learn that like that. It's quite similar that you need to study smarter, not harder. So you do not pour in all effort just 2 weeks before the exam. Okay, you are prone to become sick and tired. But you actually take the whole bulk and then put it into chunk. So you will start from now itself, right? Even though the exam probably 3 months from now, right? You already started. So this particular chapter, 1 or 2 chapters is by this month I have to learn. Then the other 2 chapters next month, and then the other last 2 chapters is the last. All right, and then because you've been going through in motion, you actually become faster and faster. And then at the end of that month, you just go through 1 revision. That's all. You see, you become smarter. Yeah. Anything else? A challenge during exam? What could it be, right? Not only sick, not only failed, but it could also be, I don't know, losing things or nervous or yeah. So exam is there is nothing much to talk about. Yeah, exam is like that. Okay. If you can, you talk about something else that you had gone through. Okay, more interesting. Okay. Just try. Let me see if I can show you now. This one. Okay. Okay. Huashan, please try to read again. This one, example. This is example. Learning to read.
Last year, I was selected team captain for our school's debate competition, a role I dreamed of but wasn't ready for. During our first practice, I dominated discussions, dismissed teammates, and create tension instead of unity. When we lost our opening round badly, my teammates confronted me. You're not leading, you're controlling. Their words stung, but they were right. I confused leadership with authority.
Okay, continue.
Determined to change, I started listening more than speaking. I asked for input, acknowledged others' strengths, and create space quieter members to contribute. Slowly, our team dynamic transformed from competitive to collaborative.
Okay, thank you. Jie, please, next.
By the regional finals, we weren't just winning, we were supporting each other through every argument. Though we didn't take first place, I gained something more valuable, the understanding that true leadership means empowering others, not proving yourself.
Continue.
This experience taught me that growth often begins with uncomfortable feedback. Now, whether in academics or friendships, I approach challenges with humility and openness, knowing that the best leaders are also the best learners.
Okay, thank you. You see, yeah? So this is another thing you can talk about. Okay, not just exam. Okay, I don't want you to copy it, yeah, but you can get idea from here. So that means it doesn't have to be only one person challenge. It could be in a team. Yeah, it could be sports team. Okay, it could be something else. Okay. All right. So right, let's start again. Yeah. So please write. I leave you with this. Another 10 minutes. Okay, we start now. Okay, I need to tell something. Wait, you keep doing, keep doing. Okay, keep doing, keep doing. Yeah. Uh-oh. Is it still? Uh-oh. Can you still hear me? What happened here? It's frozen. The picture is frozen, but I think it's still okay. So if you can still hear me, just keep doing, okay? I will also show you. I will also show you my example after this. Okay, let me just check what happened here. Okay, let's just stop sharing this one and then we share something else. See whether it works. Because the picture is actually frozen. I'm not sure what happened actually here. Okay, I'm not sure why the picture is that. But I will go back to, so I think I will turn off this one. Hang on, turn off some of the things. Okay, so maybe that's the one that's making it heavy. Yeah, hang on. Okay, so I can share this one. I'd like to share this one again. Okay. Is it better now? I wonder. I hope it's better now. Okay, it's still it is actually still blinking. So yeah, okay. Is it better now? Just now it's frozen, huh? I think it's just too much. Right, just keep doing, keep doing. Okay, let me send that. Okay, let me just show you, never mind, it's this one, and okay, stop this one first, and then let me just open this, and then I will show you. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, I think I just click like that. Yeah. Okay, let me just show you some photos. Yeah. This is only because you're my student, so I don't mind that. This is not for people actually. Right, and you can see here, make it bigger. This is my work. Yeah, so yeah, can you see it? Yeah, I was actually working with these people in New Zealand, okay, in 2008. So taking care, this is like after school care because my studies was education, okay, Master of Education. So that one is actually learning about New Zealand curriculum, included the preschool curriculum. So they took me in and then I actually was in charge of the 2-year-olds. Okay, so these are my class with the other teachers. Okay, so this lady is the principal actually. So that is working with them was financing myself and also is a big experience. Yeah. Okay, so I couldn't really show you the one in the graduation, but I got this photo though for the master's graduation. Okay, so this one is previous one. Okay, this one is younger days. This one is before that, this one before that, and this one also before that. Okay, okay. Then I'm going to show you as well. I didn't include everything. It's just a piece, a little bit of what I have done. So hang on, give me a minute. It's a little bit slow, never mind. Okay, hang on, it's coming. It is slow. Right, so let me go back again to there and then get the copy because just end this show. Hang on, give me a minute. It just okay, we come back to this one. Hang on. Okay, so my master was called Master of Education. Okay, so this is mine. See? You need to title your reflective piece, yeah? So you need to title it up. So it's as you can read here. Studying at Victoria University of Wellington, okay. It's a capital letter. Was so you use a better word, right? I said masterclass in survival. The first shock was the brutal weather. Okay, so it's a cold place, okay? Summer is only hover around 15 degrees Celsius, winds fierce. It's a really windy city. It's called Windy City. Okay, it's fierce enough to steal hats and break umbrellas. Alone in a new country, I had to build my life from scratch. Okay, so as new students, you don't have friends yet. So to beat the isolation, I actively push myself to make friends. Okay, joining the International Christian Fellowship and utilizing the campus buddy service to navigate university life. So you don't know where to go, you don't know where to get things done, you don't know what is expected, what kind of books, what kind of things. So if you have over there, you can go and ask. It's called buddy service or from the helpful desk. Okay, they could just call it anything, peer help, whatever. So these are actually the other students who participate voluntarily, right, to help new students. So they will show you things that you cannot find by yourself, or it will take you ages to find. So it's very good if you can find buddy service. Okay, so the true test was self-reliance, okay, as I told you. So my 6 months dormitory plus the food, right, is guaranteed. But once it's ended, I have to find it myself. I have to survive myself. So it's fun the remaining years, balancing mountains of academic readings, tight deadlines, and having part-time jobs. So I haven't even mentioned the tutoring yet because that one is at the end of the study. So the part-time jobs can be library assistant, after school care, okay? And this one is actually exhausting, but it's really beneficial, yeah, experience. It makes you becomes easier to integrate into new society. So every dollar, every meal, and hour of sleep have to be deliberately managed just to stay healthy and afloat. You need to make sure yourself healthy. Yeah, there's no parents there to help you. Okay, I haven't even mentioned the nightlife. Yeah, so you have to make sure you don't get involved too much with the nightlife. Okay, it's a beer country, they call. Right, all the new students will know that, right? They will be absorbed, and then it will be easy for them to just get beer at night. So, you know. Okay, so going through that fire changed me. I emerged from Wellington profoundly resilient, equipped with fierce can-do attitude and resourceful creativity to solve life's problems. Okay, so not only that I can manage myself there, I bring back the surviving skill from there to my life now. All right, so whatever problems I have now, I have to stay afloat. I have to stay resilient. I have to find ways, be resourceful. Okay, be creative and resourceful. Looking back, those intense growing pains yielded my greatest sense of achievement, knowing I built my own launchpad entirely on my own 2 feet. Yeah. So I haven't even mentioned just now, every week you go to farmers market, you buy enough food for the week, you find Pack and Save is called, right? It's a supermarket that actually sell groceries cheaper than other places. And then midnight, you can go to this particular countdown, and then they actually sell whole roasted chicken, is ridiculously cheap. It becomes only $5, whole chicken. This can stand again for almost a week. You make your own sandwich, you cut it, piece by piece. There you don't need a fridge. You just put it outside, and then it's cold, and then you actually warm it up. You need to know how to survive, seriously. Yeah, so I believe you can mention something like this from your own experience. What is it that you learned? Okay. Okay, that's share again. Any questions, Huashan, Jeyu, Lucas? Any question? Anything? If you don't know how to tell your story, you ask me. You tell me your ideas, and then I help you to create it, make it better. Yeah, I haven't even mentioned, after I graduated, I moved to Auckland, and then there actually I worked as an English translator and helper for immigrants, new immigrants. So these people are actually from other countries, and they come to New Zealand as immigrant, and they probably have, for example, it's a family. The one that I got was a family. The husband was taken as how to say, the husband worked in the New Zealand department as international worker, but the wife itself is just housewife, and she cannot really speak English. Okay, so she has a lot of problems. So I actually become her buddy and go through all the life things, okay, with her, and then I write down a summary of what I've done with her, and then this become another certificate for me. But that one also the pay is very less, but the thing is you have shared what you have, the skills with other people, and also you help other people's life. You're contributing to the society. This one is actually more important than just the work itself. Okay. Okay, so if you can, you just tell me what event challenges you're going through or you're going to tell so that I can help you. Okay, let me just write down the attendance again. Just want it to be updated. How's your school? Is there any English problems at your school you want to ask me? Also, you can give me. You can take a photo of that. Let's say it's a test or is assignment or homework that you can't make or you think is very confusing. You can actually ask me. Okay. Right after the class finish, you can ask. Okay. Yeah. So this kind of reflective piece is not only for the test. Okay. It's for you to understand yourself. Hey, how come now I have become a better person, I think. Okay, why? Why have I have become? What is it actually happened in the past that I learned? You want to play Animal Hospital? What? No, but I have bad Wi-Fi. Not sure. On your whiteboard? Yeah. Wait, I just done what they who? Which who? No, I don't have some random idiot decided to join an AFK. Or maybe our food gets even worse. Yeah, I know. That mutual. Okay, very good. Yeah, so if you send it to me straight, you need to let me know, yeah? Otherwise, I just found out, Finish person always rely on the solo use difficult, so we come compliment. Yeah, okay. What is it that you did? Can you say, probably? Can you say? Let's say you say overcome making new friends. Yeah, manage responsibility without relying on others. So can you mention what is it exactly? Okay, so I stop sharing here. What is exactly that you do? Can you mention that? That's even better. Okay, let me just share again this one. Okay, so when you say I push myself to make new friends, how, you know? I dared myself to say hi to the group that interests me and found out that they had similar interests and hobby. Okay, this is just for example, yeah. So Jie Yu, you check, I give you some comments there if you can make it better. What is this? Okay. Okay, let me just show you again another one. Hang on. Right. Can I ask Lucas now to read, please? The gift of failure.
The gift of failure. When I received my first failing grade in math, my world collapsed. For months, I'd sacrifice sleep, friendships, and even meals in pursuit of academic perfection. That red F wasn't just a mark. It was proof I wasn't the brilliant student everyone believed me to be. Initially, I spiraled into shame. I avoided eye contact with my teacher, I lied to my parents about the grade, and convinced myself I was an imposter, destined to fail. But during a quiet conversation after class, my teacher said something that changed everything. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's the foundation of it. Her words sparked a transformation. Instead of hiding, I sought help. I joined study groups, asked questions without fear, and embraced mistakes as learning. Most importantly, I redefined success not as perfect grades, but as persistent effort. This experience reshaped my entire approach to challenges. I no longer see setbacks as reflections of my worth, but as invitations to grow. The irony? My next math test earned an A, but the real victory was discovering that my value doesn't depend on external validation. That failing grade became my greatest teacher, showing me that true strength lies not in falling, but in rising every time I do.
Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, you can use some of the words here for your own test story. Okay. But don't copy the whole thing. Some more time. Yeah. Right. If you're talking about your test, yeah, you can take some ideas. Make sure you tailor it to your own specific exam. Okay. So as I told you, it doesn't have to be a failing one. It could also be because you're sick. It could also be you're too nervous. Or it could also be some other challenges that happen during the test. Or I tell you, your best friend is asking you to give him or her an answer. He or she wanted to copy your work. Do you allow it? So it could also be, yeah, because your friend copied your answer, the teacher saw it, and then both of you get failed. Ooh, bad example, isn't it? Bad experience. So what happened? Right or not? What happened? What can you do? Yeah, okay, yes, Chaeyu, I know. Yeah, you have. Yes, okay, thank you, thank you. So please improve. I give you the notes already. Please improve that and then send back, right? Thank you. See you next week. Yeah. That's not what I said. Yeah. So it could be any challenges. Yeah, during the test. It doesn't have to be fail one. Okay, I'll let you see a bit. Yeah, so you can use some of the ideas, but don't copy, and then make it into your own story. Okay, it could also be any other challenge, right? It could be sports, it could be chess or speech or Okay, making new friends. Okay, you move to a new school, or you have your first part-time job. Okay, or you're learning new skill. Yeah, it could be just anything, isn't it? Learning new skill. Or because you've done this particular thing many, many times, and then you take it for granted. You think, oh, never mind, no need to prepare anymore. I know, okay? And then suddenly, oh. Okay, so this kind of experience actually happened to my brother-in-law, right? So when he was young, he was a top scorer in PT3. I think it's called PT3. So it was during primary school, right? And then it was like final exam there, but it's not SPM, all right? So the father was very happy about it, and then he was, like the star in the house, among their friends, whatever, the family, everybody is praising him. And then he took it for granted. He thought, oh, it's easy, I could score, right? And then he slacks. He didn't study. He joined a bad group of friends, and then what happened was he failed SPM. So but what was the lesson learned? The lesson learned is you don't take things for granted. You don't think your past success is your future success. Okay, it's not guaranteed, isn't it? But this one, he learned it. Because of this, he became a better person afterwards. And then he he moved on to university, and he actually did and finished, had the certificates and all that, and he had a good life now. Right? So, it could just be anything. Okay, let me just check what is that? Okay. Any questions? Anything you want me to help? Please say. Yeah? All right. So let's just go back to, okay. Let me just see whether there's something else they show. Okay, so this one is the tip to score A, to make it better. You need to use a meaningful challenge, okay? It is not just the difficulty, but it's something that changed your perspective. It must be, how to say, have impact to your life, have an impact. Now, you need to show your emotions, in the actions, that something like tears blurred my vision, okay? You don't say, I was just sad. You need to explain. So again, explain the growth process. How exactly did you change your thinking or behavior? Use specific, vivid details. Yeah, you use the names, probably the teacher name, the place name, all right? Exact words spoken, the one that really have impact on you, that you really remember. Physical sensation. Okay, maybe you touch something, maybe you saw something, maybe it's actually in your mind until now. You saw it, you feel it, you did. Right, next. So end with insight. What is the universal truth that you discover about yourself or about life? Then avoid cliche. Everything happens for a reason. You don't simply just say it very general, okay? Not very general, yeah? This specific thing, okay, taught me this lesson, okay? Yeah, so within 200 words, all right? So enough depth. Okay, very good. Right, so let me just go back to the notes. Whatever that people have sent, I will take back. Okay, hang on. Hang on. It's quite slow now. Give me a minute. Okay, I hope it's just still working. What happened? Okay, give me a minute, huh? Okay, so now it's Lucas. Right, and this one is in the chat. Give me a minute. Doesn't open. Right. Okay, so Huashan, just keep doing. Okay, what happened here? Copy and paste. Yeah. So I also have GAU's one. Later I will put here. Let me see any. Is that okay? One more. Yeah. So Lucas, you see whether I have the whole thing or not? Is there anything I missed? 399. Okay, yeah, I was just about to ask you. So try to reduce this. Let me just help if I can. What's the title? What's the title? It's definitely too much, huh? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, hang on, huh? Hang on. Okay. Maybe this one you don't have to talk about because you want to talk about biology. Art maybe no need. We'll see how, okay? Let me see. And I'm going to paper one or one of the sets I had in there. Paper two of that set finish this one. Should unsee. Misleading through the test was going to be started. Was page was going to be the exact same. Okay. I wonder, hang on, practice book. So you learn that miracles can happen with enough hard work. Yeah, well, why not, isn't it? Hmm. Okay, what about we put this away first? Can it be just this and that? So we can reduce this amount to 200. I was wondering, yeah. See whether. What about we just because you start with biology here, okay? Maybe we don't have to mention art. Okay, and then we reduce this part a bit. And then hang on. Okay, what about like this? Maybe we could do this one. Out of the blue, I found a mirror. As I open, Okay. If I say this one up and then put down, can it be reduced? I wonder. Okay, hang on, hang on. This we are in the middle of the right. So it's already 12:42. Huashan, have you finished? Okay, I'm in the middle of cleaning it up and editing. And then I have something here from TAU. Let me just move it first while I wait for you. Then another. Hang on, this one also. Okay, see if I can get that. Hang on. This one is from TAU. Okay, and then okay, hang on, give me a minute. Okay, like this. Yeah. All right. Huaxian, come. Just send. It's the day. It was the day, yeah. Before my science test. I had already studied 2 weeks for the exam, yet I was still unsure. I had even grown a couple of white hairs. I struggled with biology and memorizing. What about? I struggled with memorizing facts for biology. Okay, this one with capital letter. Yeah, this also with capital letter. Right, as I said, my textbook is I went to bed. Okay, maybe this one no need. Okay, those no need. I put down. Okay. Feeling well. I studied enough. I just couldn't remember everything. Okay, I had nagging feeling that okay. That's why I got ready for the day. Just now. Okay, so this one is under here. Yeah. I will finish this, yeah, editing, and then I will send to the WhatsApp, okay? Yeah, Lucas. Yeah, I'll finish the editing first, and then I'll show you a better version of this writing, okay? Huashan, if you finish, you please send to the WhatsApp as well, yeah, and then I will edit as usual, and then I'll send back. Yeah, all right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I'll see you again next week. Bye, Remai. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, please say bye-bye to teacher. Thank you.